So let's continue. So the pond in the center. No, Deb, they don't allow people to fly drones in Paris. I agree, Deb, that would be a nice view. That would be a very nice view, I agree. But it's not allowed. Thank you, Laurie. Thanks for the support. You could have troubles for doing that, Deb, especially as flying a drone in this part of Paris. You know, you have lots of ministries, you have the American embassy not far, so you have the French presidential palace a little bit further on the Champs-Élysées. So no, really not a good idea to fly a drone. Thank you, Olga. Thank you, Sue and Linda. Thanks for your support. Thank you very much. Really appreciate. And I hope to see many of you tomorrow, huh? For my tomorrow is Sunday, Monday, for my last tour on Heygo. I can't believe it's closing, but it is a pleasure to be with you. Don't worry, the tour is not coming to an end. It's just I wanted to tell you that I really like guiding you for these live tours in Paris. And really, yes, Heygo changed my life as a guide. Huh? So let's continue. See the beautiful, beautiful statues. The Oath of Spartacus. Thank you for your nice words. You know, I received many emails from you just in the last days to telling me what Heygo meant to you and my tours. And I really want to thank you for that, because it's a difficult time for the guides. You have to know, but you can imagine it's a difficult time. And really in the evening when I'm reading the mails, it really makes my heart warm. I don't know how to say it. If it works like this in English, we say that in French. So it really makes me happy. So I really thank you for your support with your messages and your mails. Thank you. Really, it means to me. And so let's continue on the perspectives, the grand perspective, the l'axe, le grand axe as we call it, the great axis. Thank you, Greg. Thank you, Scott. Thanks for your support. So here is a place that I usually like, but they are under renovation. They are making it stable, but normally here you have water, reed, and birds, ducks. It's very nice. Thank you, Sona. Thank you, Peter. So this garden is also a VIP garden. I saw a lot of famous people in this garden, like former French president, American Secretary of State, actress. It's really a popular garden. It's, yeah, as I said, Parisian and international. Thank you, Peter and Judy. And Patricia, thanks for your support. Thank you very much. And oh yes, the connectivity might drop. Thank you, Marie, Charlotte, thank you, Luz. So if at any point the connectivity drops, it's because it's very, very busy. So same, I will move to a better place with better connectivity. Let me show you the sides of the gardens. Thank you, Catherine. Thank you, Stephanie. Thank you, Marcia and Frances. Thank you, Joanne. Thank you, Marianne, Judith, and Eggy. Thank you, Deborah. Thanks, Carol. Thanks for your support. And you see these trees? It's interesting. They planted these trees less than 2 years ago because in the original gardens there were trees here, and then they have been cut in 1814 by the Cossacks during the occupation of Paris after the defeat of. You can see people who could sponsor those trees. So let's see this one, for example. You see, this tree was sponsored by Mireille Coutaille and Georges Pons. So you could pay and then you have a plate with your name on the trees. So you have that for all of these trees planted. So let's continue. You can see the oldest monument. What we are going to do, we are going to go to the end of the garden, and I will finish the tour with a spectacular view on the Concorde Square. So we will be there in like 5 minutes. Polly, no, that's normal. The Arbre de Judée is always blooming at this time of the year. I was a bit surprised by the cherry blossom that bloomed early, but yes, so you can see the obelisk. Can you see this tall building right ahead of us? That tall building is the oldest monument of Paris. Many of you have seen it in my tours before because it's really one of the highlights of Paris. It's 3,000 years old. It's coming from Egypt, and it was not stolen. I had a few times questions of my guests asking me, yes, when did you steal the obelisk? I said, no, we don't do that. It was a gift. It was a gift because a Frenchman deciphered the hieroglyphics. So, no, I cannot say all the works in the Louvre have been acquired like legally. Some of them were taken in Italy, in Egypt, but that one was a gift. So, thank you, Judith. Thanks for your support. Thank you very much. And look, we are arriving to the second pond, and we have the water jet. Exactly, Anne. I showed you the grave of Champollion in the Père Lachaise when I was doing the tour of the most visited cemetery in the world. Look at the line just for ice creams. No doubt spring is here. No doubt. So you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go that way. I want to show you a secret view of Montmartre, and I might be wrong, but I think I never showed it on Heygo. So you know, I like to show you some, the highlights, some street behinds, and also some hidden gems as well. So yeah, I can't remember showing it. So we are going in front of a building named the Orangery, and I will show you a beautiful view of Montmartre, because I know that many of you met me, I would say, or first went to my tours of Montmartre. So you know the Sacred Heart Basilica, and just from there is a nice view, and we are exactly in the right direction. That is to say, the sun will be behind us, so it should be beautiful. Thank you, Ruth. Yes, Linda, the Monet water lilies are in the Orangery. Really, the Orangery Museum was made to host the water lilies. So you have the 6 giant paintings of Claude Monet, of the water lilies. So let me show you the view. First, and then let's continue. With the weather at the moment, I start to be thirsty. I think I'm going to drink half a liter of water after the tour. And well, wait. Yes, it's still there. I was a bit concerned. Let me zoom. Can you see Montmartre and the Sacred Heart Basilica in the distance? It's far away. It's very far away. It's at the other side of Paris, but it's on the highest hill of Paris. That's why. Let me zoom one more time, a little bit more. Oh wow, so it's a little bit blurry, it's in the distance, but the Sacred Heart of Montmartre as seen from the Tuileries Garden. I hope you enjoyed this view. I think it's the first time I'm showing it on Heygo. I don't remember having filmed it before. So it was, it's a special tour. It's almost my last tour, so you have some extras. It's normal. And let's continue. Flo, you are right. The Hotel Le Meurice is over there. It's over there. Famous luxurious hotel. So, we are about to arrive at the Concorde Square. Thank you, Nanette. Thanks for your support. And yes, if some of you arrived lately and I would like to thank you for being here and also ask you if you want to continue to see virtual tours from Paris. Just add me on Facebook. I will advertise about them on my profile, Paris with Flo. You can add me, Paris with Flo. And if you don't have Facebook, send me a mail at pariswithflo@gmail.com. So now we are arriving at the Concorde Square and we should have a nice view. Look at that. Thank you, Elaine. Thank you, Heidi. Yes, I will accept your friend request, of course. Thank you, Elizabeth. Thanks for your support. And welcome to one of the most beautiful views of Paris. You can see the French Parliament, the Eiffel Tower, the bikes, the Concorde Square. You can see the Grand Palais. The fountains are under renovation. You can see the obelisk and the beautiful buildings built by an architect whose last name was Gabriel, like my son, but it was his last name. And we are arriving at the limit of the first district, which means we started from the border between the 4th district and the 1st, and we are now reaching the limit between the 1st district and the 8th district with the Champs-Élysées. And I hope that you enjoyed one of my longest tours on Heygo, more than 1 hour. But I want to really thank you, as it was a real pleasure to see many of you today, many of you coming back to see the 1st district together on Heygo. Heygo brought us a lot to all of us, and well, we're still together for one more tour from the best panoramic view of Paris. So thank you very much. I will miss Heygo, but we will find a solution. And really, thank you for joining. Thank you for supporting your local guide in Paris. And we will find a way. It might not come in the next days, but we will find a way. So really check regularly my Facebook, because I will advertise about it on Facebook. But you know, sometimes they don't send the news to everybody. So check my Facebook and check your mails. Also, you maybe have my mail in your spam, or so, because that will be the only way we can continue to have a contact together. Facebook and emails. Do you like the view from here? Look at this beautiful statue of Quasvo named the Renommé, the fame riding Pegasus. Oh, thank you for your nice messages. Thank you. You know, I'm reading them because when I'm not walking, you know, I'm reading your message even when I'm walking, but sometimes it's difficult. But when I'm not walking like now, let me show you again. Thank you, Mira. Thank you, Ed. Thank you, Janet. Thanks for your support. You can see the Eiffel Tower pretty well. Haha, thank you for your messages. I'm reading them. Don't hesitate to write me. I'm reading them. Thank you, Jenny. Thank you all. Oh, thank you, Laurie. It goes straight to my heart. No, it's true. I really like my profession. It took me time to find, after my law studies, studied law, had a master at law, could be working in a firm, worked in a firm actually, didn't like it, but I just love what I do. So, and when you live in Paris, I was lucky. If you like history, old stones like me, and art, Paris is a good place. It's not the only one, of course. I'm not saying Paris is the only interesting city, but from what I have seen, it's one of the most beautiful for sure. And it's really great to live in Paris for that. And leaving Paris from time to time. I love to go in the forest, I like to go abroad, in the countryside, but I always like to come back. So 200 tons, imagine, they brought it in the 1830s. It took more than 2 years. Thank you, Kathleen. And yes, happy Easter and Passover. I hope you will have a lot of good chocolate. I already, started to eat some. And last week, my son, Gabriel, the nursery was organizing Easter eggs hunting in the garden. So now in my new apartment, we have no garden, we have a terrace. So tomorrow we will hide some eggs in the apartment, chocolate eggs, and Gabriel will have to find them. So that will be the Parisian version of the eggs hunting. Do you do that in the States and in the UK? I think in the UK you do that. Do you also hide eggs in the United States for Easter? Yes? Okay, that's so cool, that when you're a child, and yeah, that's great. So that's what we will do tomorrow for Easter. And then Monday, the last tour. Oh yes, on Heygo. Not our last tour, but the last one on Heygo together. Well, let me show you the view. In Canada as well. Thank you, Claire. In South Africa too. Wow, you're from all over the world. That's also what I like with Heygo and the live tours, knowing that I am in my city, but you're at home, all around the world, and watching my tour. That's so nice to know that. And I know you're from so many different countries. So yes, happy Easter. I am going to drink a little bit now. I'm very thirsty. But one more time, I wanted to thank you. And yes, for coming back, for joining, for all your messages. It was really a pleasure to guide you on Heygo. It's not finished. There will still have one, but the last one will be from a terrace. It won't be dynamic. So that was, I can say, my last walking tour on Heygo. And it was really a pleasure. Perfect conditions, good connectivity, and many of you coming back. So thank you very much, and enjoy your weekend. Enjoy the holiday and the 3 days holiday, and hoping to see you soon. So check out my Facebook. As I said, it's not in the next days. The solution will take maybe a week, but I will be back very soon. So I will go now because after like 1 hour 25 filming, my battery is not very happy and I don't want to cut like this. So one more time, thank you. Hoping to see you soon. When you are in Paris, don't hesitate to contact me for a tour or a coffee. And it was live for you for the last walking tour on Heygo. Florent, for you live. Everybody saying goodbye to you. So thank you very much. Hoping to see you soon, like Monday or later. And really have a nice weekend. Bye.